Good evening. This is Lashana from Girl Talk with Lashana, and I'm doing a response to Ateyaa's "Should I Allow My Boys to?" Um, in the post, she was saying something about. Oh, I'm sorry. She was saying something about her mom's husband showering with her 6-year-old twin boys. Her mom doesn't understand why this is a problem. Her mother doesn't respect her. And her mother's husband has an 18-year-old son who's been caught doing things with boys in the house. What should she do? Okay, first of all, when we're children, we're taught to respect our parents and to basically follow what they tell us to do. It's all a respect thing, and I understand that. But now as an adult, when a mother and having children of your own, that goes out the window. I am not saying to disrespect your parents, but I am saying your number one priority now is not to be as respectful to your parents as it is to be a good parent to your children. And in that, you are supposed to, or you need to be protecting your children by any means necessary. I don't care who it is, how much you respect them, how much you love them. Your children are your number one priority. You are your children look for you to protect them from anybody, from everybody. If your mother does not understand that, then that is something that you're gonna have to pray about and ask God to give you the guidance to mend that relationship somewhere else. But right now, the main focus needs to be those babies. Those babies cannot defend themselves. That is your job. I have 3 children. My father, unfortunately, was murdered when I was pregnant with my oldest child. My mother now has a boyfriend, and she's been dating him for about maybe 7 or 8 years. If I for 1 second felt as though he would do something to my children, to harm them in any way, there would be no me trying to justify why I needed to do anything. Those are my children. I don't have to justify anything. If I say no, that is it. And if my mother wouldn't respect that, then I would just keep my children from her. Period. As far as him showering with your boys, unacceptable. There is no reason for anybody to be showering with those boys and they are 6 years old. And furthermore, if he is not the father of those children or the mother of those children, no one needs to bathe with those children besides each other. And that is only up to a certain age. But at 6 years old, if you want to put your twins in the bathtub together and they play or, whatever, that's fine. But do they need to be in a shower with a 60-year-old man? Absolutely not. Nowhere in the world should you allow that to be. And as far as him not seeing what's wrong with it or your mother not seeing what's wrong with it, it's not for them to see what is wrong with it. You're their parent. You're the person they look to make sure that people aren't doing the wrong thing to them or touching them in their private place or, making the children touch them or, whatever. It is your responsibility as a parent to guide and protect your children from anybody. And I'm just so sorry for you that you are in a situation like that. Your mother, before anyone else in the world, your mother should understand. By you being her child, she should want nothing but the best for you. And understand that you want nothing but the best for your children. So, I just wouldn't even focus on trying to justify or come up with the reasonings why this or why that. If I say to you, okay, you're keeping my children and they have to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on biscuits every morning at 7:45, that's what you need to do. They're my children. If I say to do it, then that's how it goes. I don't have to explain myself to anybody. Because here's the thing. If your children go to school or to another one of their friends' parents or whatever and tell that adult what is going on, then they could try to bring charges up on you for negligence or something, whatever. Knowing that you are trying to do the right thing and you've talked to your mother about it or you talked to her boyfriend about it or whoever, the first thing that they're going to do is come after the legal, the custodial parent or the legal guardian. That's the first person they're going to come after. And they're going to say to you, did you know this was going on? And then if you're put in a position where you say, well, yes, but I tried to, or yes, but I went, and did this or whatever, they're going to hold you responsible. Do not lose your children over the ignorance of another person, over the ignorance of another adult. Mother, father, brother, sister, aunt, the woman down the street who raised you. I don't care who it is. Don't lose your children behind them. Nobody is worth losing your children. Nobody. And like I said, I'm so sorry that your mother has put you in this situation. That just hurts my heart, because it seems like that, if you should be able to go to her and say, this is going on with someone else, and she's supposed to guide you and be there for you. And unfortunately, she's part of the problem. My heart goes out to you. But with that said, just don't allow it to continue. Don't allow it to continue, because you will ultimately be the biggest loser in the situation, and that wouldn't be fair to you or your babies. It just isn't fair. And then regarding the man's 18-year-old son being caught in the house with young boys or other men, whatever, doing sexual things, keep your babies away. And it's not because of the fact that he is a homosexual. That has nothing to do with it, because homosexuals are not pedophiles or crazy or nasty. That they're regular human people. They just have their particular sexual desires or needs. That has nothing to do with it. But I'm saying that you don't know who maybe that guy is bringing around your boys. And if the man wants to shower with your babies, you don't know what they've been taught. So I hope that was some help. And as usual, I will talk to y'all later.